De Broglie's theory. De Broglie proposed that just like photon is having both particle characters and wave characters, electrons are also have this dual nature, that is particle nature and wave nature. Now, what is particle nature and what is wave nature? What is the difference between these two? Now, what are waves? Sound. Now, when I am talking, you are able to hear my voice. Sound, it is propagated through air in the form of waves. That means sound has wave nature. The light which we are enjoying, whether it is a sunlight or a light obtained from a tube light or bulb or everything, there also the light is a wave. Then what is particle? The chalk piece, the duster, book, pen, pencil, they are particles. What is the difference between these two things? Scientifically, there is a large difference. That is, wave have certain special characters known as interference, amplifications, suppression. For example, if I have a torchlight and focused here, this is the light belongs to my torchlight. And I'll give you another torchlight to you and ask you to focus on it. You will focus your torchlight, then this may be your thing. That means here, this is the common zone where my light and your light is interfering. Because of that, here you will have a bright shade than these two parts. But if it is a particle, if I kept my duster here, you cannot keep your box here on the same place where my duster was kept. Your object may be on the top of my duster, on the side of my duster, or this side or the bottom. But it will not go into the duster, just like the light goes inside. So particles have a special character that the volume occupied by one particle cannot be occupied by another particle. But in the case of waves, it is not so. Suppose if I am talking, some of you may stand up and start talking. The rest of the students, all of you, will listen both our voice. Suppose if my voice is louder than his voice, my voice sometimes may suppress his voice. Or if both are same in frequencies, then both will become amplified and appear to be a louder noise. For example, if I ask you to read the particular question, all of you will slowly murmuring sound, you will read. Everybody will read it. So, due to this amplification effect, the people which are in the outside, they feel that some disturbance is going on in this class. That we call it as a amplification. The same process you will observe in the light also. Suppose if I kept one candle, it gives light some certain area with bright brightness and somewhere there is indefinite place it will travel. But if you kept another candle, all these candles will together gives a bright light. That we call it as a amplification. Suppose if a high intensity light was focused here, this light will suppress. For example, if you observe the street lights, they will give light in the night time. Suppose if the operator forget to switch off those lights in the daytime when sun was there, you cannot find the light of the tube light. You will get the sunlight only. You can't find the difference between whether tube light is on or off, because that sunlight suppresses the tube light. But even 10 tons of load cannot suppress the volume occupied by this chalk piece. Somewhat it may be condensed because of the gaps that were intermolecular gaps may be adjusted, but the total volume of the chalk piece, though it is 10 grams, it cannot be suppressed even by 10 tons of load. It has its own volume. That means a volume occupied by a particular particle cannot be occupied by another particle. But in the case of waves, it is not so. And similarly, if I am delivering a lesson, now you have 30 students in the class. If both 30 students also come here, there will be no difference if my voice is clear and loud. Every of you will get the same information which I am delivering. None of a single point was missed due to the additional students. But suppose if I bring some sweets, now here you have 30 students. If I bring 120 chocolates, each one of you will get 4. When the other class of 30 students joined with you, when I distribute the 120 sweets, you will get only 2. That means since they are particles, the share that you are getting will decreases. But in the point of this lesson, which is a wave nature, you are not going to lose a single word or single sentence due to the additional students. But these particles, when I am distributing you, then their shortage will appear. That is the difference between particle and wave. Now what de Broglie suggested that the electrons that are present in the atoms will have this dual nature. They have both wave characters and particle characters. And wavelength of this electron, lambda, is equal h by mv, where h is the Planck's constant, m is the mass of electron, v is the velocity of electron. This expression can easily be derived from Planck's quantum theory and Einstein's theory of mass energy equivalence. Now, according to Planck's quantum theory, the energy of a photon or electron is equal to h nu. This is equation 1. Then according to Einstein's theory, energy of a photon is equal to mc square. Is equal to mc square. This is equation 2. When combining these two equations, h nu is equal to mc square, but nu is equal to c by lambda. Nu is equal to c by lambda, or hc by lambda is equal to mc square. hc by lambda is equal to mc square. Or lambda is equal to hc by mc square. When this is c and this c square is cancelled, lambda is equal to h by mc, where h is Planck's constant, m is the mass of the particle and c is the velocity of light. Instead of velocity of light, c, if you substitute velocity of a particle, then it will become h by mv. Mass into velocity is momentum, that it can be written as h by p, where p is the momentum of the particle. So this is the expression to calculate wavelength of an electron. Not only for an electron, any object which is on motion will have certain percentage of wave characters. If wavelength is increasing, wave characters are increasing. If wavelength is decreasing, wave characters will decrease and particle characters will increases. Even Earth, which is moving round the sun, will have certain wave characters. Any object in motion will have these wave characters. This we call it as wave nature of an electron. That means the earth which is revolving round the sun will have certain wave characters. Of course, if mass is increasing, wave characters may decrease, but it will have wave characters. This is the dual nature of electron or dual nature of particles which are on motion. De Broglie's theory. De Broglie proposed that the electrons revolving in a stationary orbit will behave like a standing waves. The electrons that are revolving in a stationary orbit will behave like a standing wave. Now the question is, what is a wave and what is a standing wave? To understand this, let us recollect how the string musical instruments are working. You know the guitar or sitar, whatever, there are some string instruments. So here in guitar or sitar, what you will find? You will have some bulb-like structure like this, and you will have some arm. In this arm, it is a hollow. You will have some hole, and here you will have some strings, and in these arms you will have some metal strips like this. And here these strings will move like this. So while musician playing this guitar, what he will do? With his right hand he will vibrate that string, and with left hand just he will shake his hand from upwards and downwards, and you will do something. While playing this guitar, both the hands are moving. If you carefully observe what he is doing, with this hand he is vibrating the wire, and with this hand he is changing the length of these strings. When string, because if he press here, the length was decreased. Up to this only, the string will works. If it is like this, here. So, when there is no left hand, what happens? If this is the string, if it vibrates the string, the wave starts here and it will move till its end. Another wave starts. With a single vibration, some hundreds of waves will start here and travel throughout the string. But when he press his hand to a metal strip here, this wave stops here only. If he stops here, it will give some sound. If he stops here, it will give some other sound. When he stops here, it will give some other sound, like that. So by pressing the string, he is changing the string, and it will give a different sound. So as long as the string is there, the wave will move throughout the string, whatever the length it may be. That means the wave is not going to be suppressed if the string was tightly tightened between two nodes. Now, if you are able to connect these two strings like a circle without any connection, of course it is not possible. Definitely it should have two ends. But if you imagine that string was joined like this in a circular path without any interruptions, then what happens? The wave once started here will move and join with it. So you cannot identify where the wave started and where it was ending. So there will be no end for this wave. So this is said to be a stationary wave or standing wave. The electron which is revolving in a circular orbit will behave like a standing wave. There is no interruption. There is no interval for its movement. For example, if our grandfather vibrate the string, it will go on vibrating after our generation and next generation or next generation, provided there is no hurdle or interruption. That is said to be a standing wave. Now electrons which are in stationary orbits, they will be in a standing wave like this. If it is not like this, what happens? Suppose here if you observe in this figure, here there is a starting point and it will move like this and ending point is this. That is not joining in the wave. In such cases, electron cannot revolve continuously in the orbit. So this idea is solving so many questions that were arised in the atomic structure. Let us discuss one by one. In Bohr's theory, the first advantage of this theory, in Bohr's theory, we observed that Bohr proposed that the angular momentum of electron is quantized and it is an integral multiple of h by 2 pi. Angular momentum of electron, MVR, is equal to n into h by 2 pi. This was the theory that was proposed by Niels Bohr. The angular momentum of electron is quantized and it is integral multiple of h by 2 pi. But Niels Bohr was unable to explain why it was quantizing. But with the help of this theory, we can easily explain why it has to be quantized. For example, when electron is in phase as a standing wave, then this is the orbit, which is circular. Let it be a circular orbit. And here it has some radius. Now the circumference of the circular orbit is 2 pi r. The circumference of the circular orbit is 2 pi r. Now 2 pi r and this is the lambda. So there are perfect number of waves here. So the circumference 2 pi r is equal to n into lambda. N into lambda. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, for example here 11. So in an orbit the thousands will be there. whatever it may be, it will be a whole number. So the circumference of this orbit is whole number multiple of the wavelength of that electron. 2 pi r is equal to n into lambda. According to de Broglie, lambda is equal to h by mv. Lambda is equal to h by mv. Therefore, 2 pi r is equal to n into h by mv. N into h by mv. Or mvr is equal to n into h by 2 pi. The same thing was given by Bohr. But he was unable to explain why it should be like this. Because to keep electron like this as a standing wave, the angular momentum is quantizing. If angular momentum is not quantized, if it is not an integral multiple of h by 2 pi, there is no possibility to form this standing wave. If this standing wave is not formed, it is not possible for an electron to continuously revolve around the nucleus. This is the advantage of de Broglie's theory. By this way, we can say that de Broglie's theory is more advanced theory than Niels Bohr's theory. Because the defects which were raised in the Bohr's theory was satisfactorily explained by this de Broglie's theory. That's why it is most important theory to understand the atomic structure. So, de Broglie proposed that electrons will have a dual nature. That is, it will have both particle nature and wave nature. The electrons revolving in a stationary orbit will behave like a standing waves. When an electron behaves like a standing wave, the circumference of the orbit will be a whole number multiple of the wavelength of the electron. That's why electrons can revolve around the nucleus continuously millions of the years together. We know that any object, when it is in motion, it requires some energy. So the energy that required by the electron is not necessary, because here it behaves like a wave. That's why consumption of energy is not arised in the motion of an electron. Similarly, you may have doubt. When a smaller place, when electrons are moving, there is a provision for collisions because there are attractive repulsive all these forces. How the electron collisions are now avoiding? If you think electron as a particle, you will have that doubt. If you consider electron as a wave, that doubt will not arise, because the effect of collisions is not in waves. Because if I am talking and you are talking and our waves are not colliding, they may be interfere, they may be amplified, they may be suppressed, but there will be no point of collision. Suppose if I throw this chalk piece and you are also to throw this chalk piece, then the collision may happen because these two are particles. Or if I raise my hand, if you raise your hands, their collision is possible. But if I give a light with my torchlight and you will give a torchlight, both will interfere here. Suppose this is my torchlight is in green color and your torchlight is in red color. These two will mix here, a complementary color will appear, but here you will have red color and here you will have green color. No change in our waves, though they are intermixing or interference with each other. Just like this, electrons will interfere while they are revolving around the nucleus in an atom. So the point of collisions and all these things will not arise. So all these doubts which may have in our minds can be cleared with this theory. This is said to be de Broglie's theory.